Hey guys, today on Michelle's Opinions, we're going to talk about divine appointments. Yes, I've often told you guys about how I love number synchronicities, and that I myself have had what I consider a very divine appointment with the gentleman that I call Magi. Now, those stick out to me. But what I want to tell you guys is a lot of times, even things that we wouldn't consider are actually divine appointments. Things happen for a certain reason, for certain situations, in order for an opportunity to present itself. Everything has an order in order to put you in the right place at the right time. And in each divine appointment that we have, the experience that we get then allows us to expand. And as we expand, we grow in our perception. We knock filters and things like that out of the way. We get lifted up and given the strength that we need to move forward. We also then start to learn about the abilities that are within each and every one of us and how we affect each other from the effect that we have. And as I'm trying to start this out for you guys by looking in the rear view mirror to bring you guys up into the understanding of who and what you are, because there's nothing that I am doing that you cannot do yourself. And over time, you will see that. It's such a beautiful understanding. Um, Stopping by my channel and checking out what I've got and what I'm sharing could be a divine appointment. You're led to the right place in order to hear what you need to hear at that moment. I had a divine appointment with a lady the other day that where we had everything that happened to us with feeling a very dense energy on a certain day, and then having the dream and then having everything come into fruition through the dream gave us the answers. We're learning how to read other people's energies and their intentions. But like with everything, we have to learn to talk just like a baby. All we do is cry first, then we start to say our first words, and every single thing that is opening up in us to our remembrance, then we will hear with synchronicity is like one of my favorite divine appointments. Oh my gosh, I love number synchronicities. I love situation synchronicities. It's the way of telling me that, oh, it's okay, I'm on the right path. Um, and that's what you'll notice is when you get your reconnection going and you're starting to move through this and grow and blossom, you'll see divine appointments and realize that all of them are divine appointments. One, could be for several different reasons, whether to do a confirmation for you by hearing something that you've got, that still small voice is saying inside of you that is still maybe a little muffled out, but it comes out as somebody else is sharing their testimony, and it helps lift up that voice so you can hear better. Or you're still being tossed around a little bit. Maybe you've got some religious dogma and things that are still kind of holding you back. And then that divine appointment with just that right person, who has studied multiple religions, sees the similarities in each and every one of them, then lifts you up, puts you back on your feet, and off to the races you go. I mean, there's so many different ways that we can approach divine appointments. It's just amazing. It's absolutely amazing. So if you're happening by my channel, it's probably a divine appointment for you. And in divine appointments, it just seems like as a new gift comes into our remembrance, they will ramp up very, you'll get them very strongly. You may get your ears ringing a lot. You may feel ascension symptoms. Whatever it is that you've manifested for yourself to keep you pushing forward because you're on the right track. You know, even in the Bible, it says, out of the mouth of two or more, let everything be established. Well, when you have something going on in you, and then you hear somebody else who has no idea what's going on in you, just starts to talk, that's a divine appointment for you, my friend. Yes, it is just that amazing. You are just that amazing. We are going through a very confusing time right now as the old paradigm is falling away and we're walking into this new paradigm. But it is a beautiful thing. I feel so grateful and so blessed that I was actually in old paradigm and then came into new paradigm. My gratitude is so deep and so rich because I experienced both sides. And I promise you, my friend, that when you realize who and what you are, you get your reconnection and you see that everything that's been going on in your life was all divine appointments to lead you to the revelation of who and what you actually are. Oh my gosh, you'll totally understand why I'm doing this channel and why I think it is so important for each and every one of us to have this within us. Allow that seed to be planted, allow it to grow and into fruition where you bear fruit in season and out of season. These things that are said in the Bible make so much sense to me now. It's just a beautiful and profound understanding. I have to say, my friends, I don't read it the same way that I did before. I read it on a surface level. This new way that I, and the words, it's like it's sewn into my heart. They just come up. And the new understanding that I have with these, it's a very beautiful book. The entire book, it talks to me now about our transitioning, the state of transformation that we're in. We're coming from that old paradigm, Old Testament God who is jealous and ruthless and demanding sacrifice and bloodshed and bowing and scraping, and we're going into that new God who is all unconditional love, forgive 7 times 70, and your heart is just expanding and exploding. But I have to tell you guys, in this time is a confusing time for mankind. And as people are becoming self-aware, we have to be kind to ourselves, because be patient with ourselves. Don't expect to get this aha moment and then just go off to the races with it. Be kind and patient. Everything comes in its season, and in due time, you will know who and what you are. And keep making all of those divine appointments, because I tell you, they're all for your good. They all bring glory to God, to Gaia, to Source. Waking up and becoming self-aware is one of the most beautiful things that could happen to each and every single one of us. And it's available to each and every single one of us. No one is excluded. Everybody can have this happen within them and understand who and what they are. It's a beautiful thing, guys. It's absolutely the divine appointments, if I sit here and just contemplate on the divine appointments, I am looking back to even like car accidents I've been in and things and situations. They were all divine appointments. Everything we do is a divine appointment. It's meant because the breath of life that God Himself gave to each and every one of us, that animates our very being, that you're able to co-create, whether you're aware of it or not, you're still doing it. Everything is divine. Everything you do is a divine appointment. You guys show compassion to each other, show patience with one another as we are all waking up. And, you know, when I first wake up in the morning, it takes me a little while. Gotta get my caffeine going and I'm a little groggy. That's kind of how it is for people who are just starting to get into this understanding. We must be patient and kind to one another. Use discernment and make sure that you know you're not putting yourself in harm's way, as the confusing part of the awakening process is going on within so many people. But realize this, guys, out of that confusion comes the creation of paradise, beauty, and abundance for everyone. So keep your divine appointments. Thank you for stopping by my channel. Make sure you like, share, and subscribe. I try to give you guys as many tools as I possibly can to help you to begin to understand who you are, apply who you are into your everyday life. And don't forget, you guys, you're supposed to be meditating, or when you lay down to go to bed, creating that world, that beautiful world that we all want to live on. Yes, let's do this. Let's do this together. Please like, share, and subscribe. Share this message everywhere. Keep all your divine appointments, guys. Hit the notification bell so that way you know when I come on live improv sometimes. And I also have interviews. And if you're interested in being, interviewed, contact me. I would love for you to share your journey, your story, and your testimony. Yes. Yes. This is a beautiful time to be alive, guys. Give me that thumbs up. Peace. I will talk to you soon.